So guys, welcome back to another video. Today, start of the championship season, QPR Preston. We lost to Brentford last week, which was awful, horrible performance, awful team lineup. You know, we played without a striker. And we're trying to do long balls to Chair, who's about 3 foot tall, against their lamppost size centre back. So we're always going to lose that. Obviously, I'll do my prediction when the team is actually out. But pre-season's been a bit mixed. Like, you know, we've had some good results, got some horrible ones. Preston are a decent team. They had a bad season by their standards last year. You know, they're usually the perennial mid-table team. They finished like 18th last season. And a lot of people think they could really struggle this year too. But you know what, this season, I just want a typical Preston season for us, right? Just 12th place the whole season. I don't want to be in a relegation battle. I don't care about the playoffs right now. I want one season when my blood pressure isn't severely high. Do you know what I mean? Like, just please give me that. I am in the McDonald's right now. I'm sorry, Greg, I have betrayed you, but you closed your only location close to me, innit? So open that back up, and I swear to God, I'll go there every single day. Our team needs is out. Obviously, we already knew Varane and Dunn were going to be out, so luckily we did put others a real nail down. Excited to see Mbenge and Escudinha. Hopefully they can impress. A bit worried about the midfield, I would say, though, because both Madsen and Morgan like to get forwards. And when you're playing against a big physical Northern team, you kind of need a proper defensive midfielder in there. And it looks like Fielder will be playing our centre back, which, I mean, I don't mind. I think he's actually pretty well suited to that role. But yeah, at least we've got an actual striker playing, so hopefully we can hold the ball up a bit better than we did last week. For predictions, I really want to say we'll win 2-1, but I'm going to be real and say 2-2 draw. Nicely Collie back as well. Obviously he missed a lot last season for injury. Hopefully he'll have a nice cameo off the bench.
Boku, Dembele and Chair all playing as well. I hope Dembele's in the 10 because he's just ineffective off the left. I know Chair's first position is 10 as well, but he's right footed, so he can actually do something off the left. But Dembele through the centre is very, very good, so hopefully we'll see him there.
Days later, I realised I forgot to do an outro. 1-1 draw, I feel like, you know, it's not the worst result. I predicted the point at the start, so I'm not too disappointed. I feel like first half, we were really good. Second half, we weren't, you know, Preston definitely improved. But the referee, Oliver Langford, absolute bellend, man. Horrible performance from him. Also, the goal we conceded was horrific. Like, how can we still be conceding from our own corners, man? That should never happen in a professional football match. But on a positive note, I thought all our new boys were fantastic. And Mbenge was, for me, man of the match. He was brilliant, a proper duel-winning defender, not afraid to get stuck in, and was just brilliant, man. Looking forward to seeing more of him. Escudinha as well, fantastic, so young yet so good. And I just really like the fact that he wanted to get forward. He was looking for the killer passes. He wasn't trying to play safe every time. Poku as well looked really, really dangerous. 1v1, he's a fantastic dribbler. He did miss a fairly good chance at the start of the game, but overall, I really liked his threat. We need to keep getting him 1v1. Fantastic. Yeah, the other players, Dembele, fantastic performance as well, especially first half, playing out of position as well. Really, really impressed with him. I would still like to see him in the 10 and Chair on the left, at least them interchanging a bit more, because I feel like Dembele isn't utilised enough on the left. Like, you don't get the best out of him there, but he did well. But also Burrell, man, he came on, yeah. He didn't get a clear-cut chance or anything, but his pressing was amazing. He forced them into errors. He forced them into playing the ball quick. You know, he didn't give them any time to think. And that's what we just did not get with Salah. And I quite like Salah. I think there's a player in there, but he was just not on it. His hold-up play was all right, Salah, but he didn't do enough in my opinion. But Burrell came on and showed some very promising signs. We need some movement up there sometimes. Salah was obviously decent at holding the ball up, and that is where our goal came from. Also going to be doing a segment where I rank every away team to come to Loftus Road in terms of fan support. I've got to say, Preston were horrible. They were one of the worst teams I've seen come to Loftus Road. And it's mad because in the past, they haven't been that bad. Like, they've been pretty decent. But they sang for about 10 minutes after they scored, and that was it. So I've got to give them a 2 out of 10. They brought a decent amount of people, but they just didn't sing. Hopefully, we can go and beat Watford next week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for another vlog.